Hello, welcome to 123windelfrei.de, your German attachment parenting blog from Berlin. I'm Nicola Schmidt, and in spring 2009 I've been to the United States and I had so many questions, and I asked them to the experts, the scientists and those people who claim to know, and I want to share their answers with you. We're today with James McKenna. He's recognized as one of the world's leading experts on mother and baby sleeping. Hi James, thank you for being with us. James, please, what means co-sleeping? Could you just give us a short introduction?
Mother-baby co-sleeping is the universal human pattern, first of all. Let me just start out by saying that it's one of the most common and ubiquitous ways in which mothers and babies arrange themselves for sleep. Actually, when one thinks about it, the only way that babies would ever be fed through time would be to have the mothers close in one form or another, because breastfeeding and what we've come to call co-sleeping is practically one and the same kind of behavior. It's a protected niche into which the baby and the mother must fit. It's almost as common, really, as birth itself, and the only way in which any of us would even be having this discussion or debate is because our mothers were sleeping next to us and breastfeeding through the night. So it's only in a very recent Western cultural context that there's even any controversy at all, and it's only a very modern and recent question that anybody would think to ask: where should my baby sleep, how should my baby feed, and how should I lay my baby down to sleep? So inevitable is it that for human survival, even as we speak for most human beings, this is the only option that parents have. Indeed, when you think of the evolutionary history of a baby and just simply deal with the biology of an infant, our babies are neurologically at birth the least developed of any mammal, and particularly any primate mammal. 3/4 of the baby's brain and central nervous system will develop after the baby is born. And this is because for our species, upright posture became so important to free the hands, to make tools, and to permit us to adapt to the environment to which our species was headed. The pelvic system, the opening of the birth canal, was really literally changed and became much smaller relative to the size of a human fetus's head. That is to say, at the very same time that our brains are getting increasingly larger to accommodate tool use and complex cultural behavior, the pelvic system, to accommodate upright posture, was becoming smaller and smaller, that is to say, the birth outlet. The only solution that was open to us was to roll back the age at which this little human primate baby could be safely born. So our babies, unlike monkeys and apes and other mammals, were born neurologically the least mature of all, with only 25%, as I was mentioning, of our brain developed. Now that's fine as long as on the other side of life you have essentially an ability for the baby, the fetus, to complete its gestation. And essentially our little neonates and infants are completing their gestation. So the role...
For how long?
For at least the first 6 months of life at least. And then of course there's a period of dependency. But the point I'm trying to make is that being close to your baby, holding your baby, sleeping next to your baby, breastfeeding frequently your baby isn't just a nice social idea. It's physiological regulation for the baby's body. That's what the baby's system expects to experience, so that its heart rate, its breathing, its body temperature, its hormonal status, its immune system will function efficiently. So it isn't just an interesting innovation that some middle-class white doctor thought that babies should be somewhere other than where their parents are. This was an unfortunate belief system that emerged by virtue of just a few people's ideas about what they thought the relationship should be between a parent and a baby at night. Well, it's completely at odds with what the biology of the infant is all about and what the biology of the mother is all about.
That was 123windelfrei.de on tour. More questions? Click it again next week.